Well, as you probably know from our last video, had a little bit of a collapse when we was in it, so we went back last week, and where it collapsed a little bit, it's collapsed a lot, so it's not safe enough to do anything there at the moment, and we can't get a cage in just because of the nature of the place. So we're going to start a dig in a different part of the boulder choke. So it's all coming up from below. We're across slightly more into the middle of the choke, away from the wall, higher up in it. As you can see, boulders all around us because we're in the boulder choke. This is all pretty stable here. And we started just last week moving some stuff, so that's where we're digging in there. So let's go and have a look where we are this week. And we know 7th Heaven's on a bearing of 175 degrees from where we are, and where we started doing this dig is 175 degrees, same bearing, so it's all pretty good. Sorry about the really wobbly filming again. So this is where we started. Oh, knocked the light off, that was clever, wasn't it? So this is where we started last week. As you can see, we've got some big stuff up above. Well, that's pretty stable on one end, but that didn't look like it could drop, so not really any room to put cage in, so we just built a little wall, big rocks to hold it there in place, so that's not going anywhere. And then sorry about the really crap filming. There's not as much room as there was in this one as we've done in the other dig, just because of the huge stuff above us. We can't really do a great deal with that. So this is where it is this week, and this was kind of all filled in here last week, as you can see. So that's where we're going to be heading up there. Now that's going off at absolutely bang on 175 degrees, which is heading towards 7th Heaven. So fingers crossed, we'll plod away on this one for a bit. Now we've not completely abandoned the other dig. If it stabilises and this doesn't go anywhere, we can crack on going back to that again. If it doesn't, the initial shaft where we dug down, we're just going to drive that straight down instead to river level and then do that way, but we're going to try and stick above and see what happens. And this is as high as we can get in the boulder choke. We're right on the top of it, and as you can see, there's some big boys above us, but they're all pretty keyed in well. As you can see, it's not sliding anywhere, it's pinned on that side. And I got right down there last week, this big slab there, the light's pointing on, was right up in the top there last week. I managed to wiggle it out and get up there. It still goes on a little bit, so let's see what happens. So we're going to start moving all this today and see how much of this we can get out. It'll be a slow job because they are big. A lot bigger than they'll look on camera.
Yep.
Get me out! Big rock! No, I'm alright. Just moving it from the thing. Big though, isn't it? Bit of a tighter space for digging in this, but it's doing the job. Big buggers. But they're all, it's opening up well. What have we been at it, what, an hour? An hour?
Yeah.
An hour? We've got this up. Well, used quite a few multi caps doing it, that's for sure. When I said we was at, as high as we can get in a boulder choke, we're not. There's actually voids up above us as well that you can get in. So obviously, it's still not stable. This stuff. Well, it's stable enough because it's all pinned in with each other. But we're as far that way as we can get. Far, you know what I mean? So this is the end of the boulder choke that way. So we're digging into it now. You can't get any further without digging, but you can climb up through the boulder to get higher up. But that takes you really, really close to surface. So there's absolutely no point digging up there because you probably end up popping out at the surface. I think the closest point's only about 3 metres from surface at the top of the boulder choke. So there's absolutely no point digging up there. So I'll show you what we've done so far. So I don't know who's going to sort of nip at that light, pal. So, well, there you go. You see, this was all part this morning. Well, it's still this morning. It's only about, and that's about an hour, I think. But the big doofus. I mean, what we're taking out, what's come out of the floor, it was one solid boulder. So you can see we've moved that piece that was blocking it as well, and big solid piece is shifting all about. So it's doing it slowly. But when we're chucking stuff in there, which we're using for chucking the soil in, there's a void underneath it, and you can just hear stuff rattling away down it. We don't want to dig in a void. We know what happened in our last one, so that's why we're not even going anywhere near that. So, yeah, there we go. Sorted. Right. This is where it was up here when we started the video. It was about that level. And that's just 1 day's, not even 1 day's, 4 hours?
4 hours, yeah.
4 hours. It's just bloody freezing. It's way colder than our last dig in the other part of the cave. It's freaking dithering. Oh, I don't know what that's about, but it is a hell of a lot colder. Anyway, open it up. Obviously doing it carefully because there's big boulders everywhere. It's just a matter of weighing stuff up. So, opened up. You think you've got a solid floor underneath you know, so you get a bit confident and you think you've got a solid roof, but you still got to realise we're still smack bang in the middle of a boulder choke. God, it's so cold here. Damn. Whew. There's just drafts everywhere in this place. Weird. Anyway, that's where we're heading. Up there. We're going up that way. See what happens. I'm about digging it out and see what it does. Oh. Yeah, look, pretties. Trying to avoid them. Pretty sure we can. Up there. Freaking cold!